Jai Shri Mataji, you are mostly welcome to our global morning meditation. Let us bring our attention inside, in our heart. Shri Mataji, you verily reside in my heart. Please open my heart widely so that I can feel your love. We should feel vibrations in our hands as the love of our mother. Now let us bring our attention to our Muladhara chakra. We place the right hand on the ground and we try to feel the purity in our Muladhara chakra. Shri Mataji, you verily are Shri Ganesha, residing in my Muladhara chakra. Please fully establish purity, innocence, and a spaciousness in my Muladhara chakra.
Shimadaji, we fully surrender at your lotus feet. Please make us pure. Shri Ganesha mantra once, with full respect, with adoration for the divine child placed inside us. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Shri Nirmala Devi Namaha. Shrimataji, we are very grateful that you awakened Shri Ganesha inside us so that we can now let us place our right hand back on the lap and keeping our attention on the top of our head, let us listen to the talk of Shrimataji.
Today is a great day for all of us. Today is a great day for all of us because it is the 16th Sahasrara day. That in 16 beats or 16 movements, you reach a higher position in the coil. That it is complete. That Sri Krishna is called as a complete incarnation because he has 16 petals. This completeness is called as Purna. So now we move into another dimension. The first one was where you got your self-realization. In the evolutionary process, if you see, the animals are not conscious of many things which human beings are conscious of. Like the matter cannot be used by animals for their own purpose. Also, they are not conscious of themselves at all. If you show a mirror to animals, they do not react to it as if they are in the mirror, except for, I think, chimpanzee. That means we are rather close to them.
So qui exprime notre proximité généalogique avec eux.
So when we have become human beings, we became aware in our consciousness of many things which were unconscious to the animals. So in their brain, they did not understand that they could put matter into their own use. As human beings, you were all unaware of the chakras that existed within you. So your consciousness still was working halfway through unconscious working of the chakras and the conscious working of the mind. You also never felt your autonomous nervous system or your inner organs, how they are working. You did not even feel how you are getting affected by other influences. As a result of that, with the freedom that human beings achieved or were granted, they gathered all kinds of things into their brains, into their Sahasrara, without being aware of it. They use their Sahasrara, their brain, for all kinds of purposes which were fruitless. They were not aware, again, of the warning that Sri Krishna had given, that if you use human awareness except for your ascent, you will go downward. They were told, not that they were not told. They knew about it. Whether it was east or west, everybody knew that you have to be born again. And it so happened that in the West, people thought that by using their brain power, they can now master the matter, that they can use matter for their own purpose. If they had done it after their self-realization, it would have been a very different situation. Because after self-realization, you all have become aware of vibrations, which is Chaitanya, and also of your chakras. With this new awareness, you would have avoided all that was wrong. But it is like a greedy person who gets a wee bit of money and he spends it off. Now this problem has complicated your brains. You have certain concepts which are very much away from reality. The way we have started using machines, we have become machines ourselves. So we have no feelings and we cannot relate to others in a natural way. In human awareness, you had achieved how to relate yourself to others and to the nature. But this ego-oriented approach took you away from natural, real life. And we became artificial. The whole thing comes from a concept of being artificial. Like they say that it's fashionable to be arrogant, to be snobbish. This is just the opposite of your ascent and evolutionary process. Because you have lost the power to relate to others, which you had gained as human beings. All the organizations which you have formed also on collective understanding are also artificial. Then a movement started that we have to be natural. That is another copying of the artificial. Natural does not mean a primitive personality. Natural is to evolve. The whole purpose of creation is to evolve. So the another concept also that you accepted very easily, because you have got brains and you accept everything that comes your way. And you became so artificial that you needed all the time some sensations to feel yourself. But that also you made so artificial that you have now your sex in your brain. By that, not only you have silenced Ganesha in the Muladhara, but also Mahaganesha in your brain. In another aspect, say art. Now the concept is so stupid that it says that art should be according to what is laid down. Like you will call somebody as Baroque, condemn it, then Rococo, this, that, condemn everyone. And ultimately, you reach a conclusion that the most insipid thing is art. As if like the sugar cane, when you have taken out all the juice, whatever remains will become art one day. So the brain, which does not nourish the heart, is absolutely an artificial brain, just like a robot. So people have become just like robot. Now this can be handled by anyone who has a master mind, because you don't have your own heart. And the brain is controlled by somebody who has a greater brain of concepts. All these concepts are destructive. Say, Hitler got the concept that he is an Aryan and he is of the superior race. And to establish that, he did not mind destroying the whole world. Same is the case in the religion field. There also, every religion was put or poured into the cups of concepts. Now the worst concept that human beings have achieved is that money is everything. First they tried for political domination, thinking that political domination is everything. And now they feel that money is everything and all other sublime things are imaginary. So when I started my life, I saw the complicated Sahasraras. And the more I tried to solve the complications within my own awareness, the more it became more difficult. Because if you see my age, in 50 years, you can see how much complicated human beings have become. And after opening the Sahasrara, when I come to the West, within these 16 years, I found that they are now incorrigible. Now, the stage for you is laid down to ascend higher. This is the background which I have described to you. And you can see how when you have a program, there will be 500 people for the program, and within 2 weeks, all will disappear. Because when the ascent takes place, the Kundalini pushes out the ego and brings the person close to reality. But again, that ego, which is being built up so fast in its speed, overpowers the speed of the Kundalini and covers the head. Then it suggests that how can you have godly life? You will miss all the alcohol, all the madness, all the fun of life. That they feel they will lose all the freedom to become mad. When you see from this position, the way people react It is amazing. You have to do something extremely stupid to sell it in the market. The other day I heard that somebody has become rich selling the empty tins as lamps. All kinds of stupid things which are nowhere near natural beauty or natural joy are accepted as sophisticated. The other side of it is that the Asuri Vidya, the black Vidya, has taken over. As Sri Krishna again had warned that in the 15th chapter, that if Asuri Vidya takes over, then the Shuddha Vidya cannot compete with the speed of Asuri Vidya. Like in America, there has been a big argument among Sahaja Yogis if my photograph should be in the drawing room or not. But if you ask them to paint their nails black, their faces black, and black clothes like witches, they will do it. That even at the stage when we are Sahaja Yogis, we are shy of our godly life. When they became hippies, or when they became punks, or they became anything like that stupid, they gave all their life, all their time, all their money to it. They changed their dresses, they changed their lifestyles, they changed their family life. Everything they changed went all out. I mean, even when Sahaja Yogis are convinced about the godliness of Sahaja Yoga, still they are shy. Now you know your mother doesn't take any money from you. On the contrary, she spends. You all have gained out of it. But when it comes to giving, everybody feels shy. From that background, you are coming to the light of God's grace. But you don't want to dash at it. You want to take your time gradually, so gradually that maybe you may lose your chance. So in the awareness of Sahaja Yogis, where you know all about your chakras, you know about vibrations, you know how you relate to others, still, all this knowledge is for personal advantages. So the shadow of the past still lingers on, even when you have this new awareness. Animals can swim automatically, they don't have to learn. But human beings have to learn to swim. So they had forgotten the techniques which were known to the animals and have taken to the techniques of human beings. But in Sahaja Yoga, you have got your realization in one lifetime. And in this lifetime, you have to grow. And in this lifetime, you have to achieve the highest. So the time is so very short. And the background is so dark. You are surrounded by people who are pouring out morning till evening destructive concepts. Now, you are the people who have to shoot out much faster than all of them. But a kind of a lethargy, though you understand that your awareness is very different from them, a kind of a lethargy which does not accept it the way it should accept Sahaja Yoga. Every one of you must think every day, what have I done for Sahaja Yoga today? But you are all still very busy with your jobs, of making money, of have relations with people who do not matter at all in Sahaja Yoga. We have to make an all-out effort to rise to that point that whatever we know, we believe in, we act on that and become one with it. You can do that with concepts, but not with reality. This is the problem. Like supposing a fanatic believes that he can do such and such thing in his own religion. He will do it. When the concept is not reality, it has given no benefit to anyone, has shown no performance of any substance. Still people do it. I see in my own country when they were fighting for freedom, my father himself gave up all his property, gave up his practice with 11 children in the family. And we were living in palaces, started living in huts for days together, for years together. But for the gross freedom, we'll do anything. But for the subtler freedom, the Sahajogis have to do everything that is possible. Be aware, to be in your conscious mind all the time that you are yogis. You are the ones who are very much higher than the rest of the humanity. That the salvation of the whole of the humanity depends on you. The purpose of creation will be served by you. So first of all, you have to be conscious in your consciousness that you are so important, and that's why you were given realization. How can you be living with your conditionings and with your ego? The conditionings are like this. Supposing you are coming from a Christian religion, then you must bring that little bit of that religion into Sahaja Yoga. Or if you are from a Hindu religion, you want to bring some out of that. We have all the essences of these in Sahaja Yoga, the pure essences. But we can't have the gross nonsense. All these things are like dirt over our Sahasrara, which must be shaken off. Though now you are aware and conscious of your chakras, you do not keep them clean. Ordinary human beings, if they have clothes, they have houses, they try to keep it clean. But you do not feel ashamed of them also when they are bad. Because after some time, you also lose the awareness of them. That means you have become subtler, but in your consciousness, you are not yet subtle. There are so many things you know more than the people who are not realized as absolute reality. For example, we don't even use vibrations. Whenever it is needed, we don't use it. Or sometimes mechanically, just like a machine, we start giving bandhans. So you are still unconscious about your chakras, slightly conscious when you put your mind to it. Otherwise, in your central nervous system, you are not yet so conscious. This is the reason why you do not know why you have to do a thing at a particular time. Unless and until you rise to this nirvikalpa state, you cannot go further. For example, I know everything what I do. I can handle any power whenever I want to. I can absorb any negativity I want to. I need not absorb any negativity I don't want to. You may be thousands of miles away from me. I know about every one of you. I may not know your worldly names, but I know you as a part and parcel in my being. I also can behave like a human being, absolutely like you, aging like you, using spectacles, doing all the things that will make me a complete human being. I have accepted this role consciously, not unconsciously. To me, nothing is unconscious. So if you have to be conscious of what you are doing, you have to be alert about it.
Let us keep our attention on the top of our head to absorb the vibrations of this wonderful talk. And the main point of this talk is to be aware. So let us place our right hand on the left Swadhisthana. Shri Mataji, please make me aware of the pure knowledge that is established inside me. In the Nirvikalpa state, we are aware of the pure knowledge. Mantra for Sarva Asatya Guru Mardini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sarva Asatya Guru Mardini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let us be confident that Sri Mataji destroys all the false knowledge in our inner being. Sri Nirmala Vidya Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Vidya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can place our right hand on the lap, bring our attention on the top of our head, and let us watch the left Swadhisthana. Are we aware that it has become cooler? Now let us place our left hand on the right Svadhisthana. Shri Mataji, please make me aware of the pure attention. In the supportless state, we are aware of the pure attention. Shri Mataji, please make me alert so that I always bring my attention inside throughout the day. Shri Nirmala Chitta Mantra. Sakshat Nirmala Chitta Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namaha. Let us place our left hand on the lap while watching our right Svadhisthana. We are aware of our pure attention. And attention becomes awareness, consciousness. Let us place our attention in our central navi and let us become aware inside our body of the navi chakra. Shivataji, please establish balance and peace in my Nabi chakra. And our attention goes inside. We watch our Nabi chakra from inside. Now we raise our attention to the central heart. And we try to feel the chakra inside our chest and inside our spine. We become aware of the existence of the central heart inside our being. What do we feel here? Strength, wideness, or some instability? Are we aware of the state of confidence? Mataji, please establish and manifest all your divine powers as Sri Jagadamba in my heart. What has changed inside our heart after making this request? Shrimataji, please make me aware of your strength as Sri Jagadamba in my heart. Mataji, please make me aware that you are the all-powerful goddess, Jagadamba, in my heart. And we can feel that this confidence has covered our whole chest. We are aware of the presence of Shri Durga inside us. Now let us place our attention to the left heart. And let us become aware of the deep silence of the spirit. Waves of vibrations flow into our hands as a response. And let us stay in this state of silence, aware, being aware that we are the spirit, the deep silence of the pure consciousness. Everything gets dissolved in this silence. Body, mind, emotions vanish. We are one collective awareness. And we all meet above our Sahasraras. There is nothing left. We are an ocean of silence. Let us take the last Maha Mantra. Om Pareva Saksha Shri Karti Saksha Shri Sahasrara Swami Moksha Pradaya Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mataji, words cannot express the gratefulness that we have in our hearts for what you have done for us. Thank you, Shrimataji. Thank you for raising us from the human limited consciousness to the collective consciousness of the Spirit. Thank you. Jai Shrimataji. Thank you for joining this morning meditation. I wish you a peaceful and joyful day. Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all bow down, raise our kundalinis and take Bandhan.